where we'll be broadcasting today's game live. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got an action-packed Saturday night event.
Let's go. You're up.
My time.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, taking a look at the Rockets, Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Beverly and Harden man the backcourt, and it's Ariza in at the 3 slot. It's Harden with the drive, and Beverly kicks to Ariza. Here's Howard, plays it up and banks it in. Howard's got his second bucket of the night.
Getting his hands dirty right away by doing some battling on the board.
The Monsters check in for play.
So we got a moment now to check out the story on Reggie Jackson. How his last 10 games have gone. He's around 10 points per game, 6 assists and 5 rebounds. And those are tremendous assist totals. You don't even need the numbers, really, to see just how confident he is with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, that's really accurate, Steve. I mean, he is loving playing the quarterback for them.
Well, Dwight Howard, one of the more criticized stars over the past few seasons, he says he's motivated by his critics, and he's had more than a few. Howard, playing with a chip on his shoulder, feels he has a lot to prove.
Hammers it on to polish off the break.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Boston Celtics.
And it wasn't just bad shooting. They weren't getting good looks. The offense wasn't clicking, no ball movement, very stagnant performance.
Yeah, I agree. The reason for that, I think, was their movement away from the ball. Not very crisp.
And the foul on the Monster. That's his first foul. A different look here for Detroit. Williams, he's checked in for Drummond. And it's Jody Meeks in for Brandon Jennings. And then for Houston, Moniunas is checked in for Terrence Jones. Smith comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Corey Brewer's subbed in for James Harden. Here's the Monster, covered by Smith. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
The Rockets, of course, at the forefront or vanguard as far as advanced analytics go. Some in the NBA have scoffed, but hey, they're doing something right.
And as you guys know, the Rockets at the forefront technology-wise, too. You see coaches with electronic tablets.
Well, they installed flat-screen monitors in the locker room, highlighting stats and videos for players. So, you know, they're trying to close the loop and create that line of communication between the numbers crunchers and the players themselves.
Dwight Howard joining a great lineage, Steve, of Houston Rocket big men over the years, from the great Elvin Hayes to Moses Malone, Hakeem Olajuwon.
Dialed in from long range. I like it.
Press conference a couple years back.
An entirely new group now out there. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jones checked in for Moniunas. Ariza comes in for Josh Smith. McDaniels, he's checked in for Corey Brewer. And James Harden subbed in for Patrick Beverly. So on the floor for Houston, Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. McDaniels is out there with Harden. And it's Ariza in at the 3.
And the Rockets hiring Hakeem Olajuwon to work with Dwight on his moves. And between the Dream and Kevin McHale, that's a wealth of post-scoring expertise for Howard to draw upon. But again, those two guys did it at a Hall of Fame level. Dwight has that potential, but will he put in the work necessary to grow into that type of low post score?
Ariza, that's good. And so Howard with the assist.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
Pistons leading by 13. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Gentlemen, with James Harden as one of the league's top scorers, it's easy to forget about his playmaking ability. As Kevin McHale has said, he sees stuff you have to be a very, very gifted player to see. He makes plays where you go, wow, that was a heck of a pass. Guys, because he's so aggressive attacking off the dribble, he creates a lot of opportunities for others.
That's what the Rockets love, Doris. Attack basketball. Thank you.
And Kevin McHale has worked with Dwight on trying to stay low and exploit his quickness advantage, beat his defender to the spot, and then power through for the finish.
Here's McDaniels. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Monroe.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for Brandon Jennings. Last 10 games for him have been excellent. 7th in steals, 10th in assists, He's been locked in from behind the arc, guys. He's in the top 20 in the NBA in three-point field goal percentage.
And, Steve, I think we should take a look back at his top 10 steals ranking that you mentioned a bit ago. I mean, that's impressive. This guy gets it done. Jumps the passing lanes when appropriate, but he also can pick the pocket of the ball handler, too.
And the basket good. 11 points for the Monster.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now
Let's go! Oh, there, man! Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. The Pistons making a change here.
I like the effort, son.
I'm feeling it, Coach.
And the first half is now in the books. Pistons ahead. They lead by 12.
Well, James, throughout the first half, you struggled with turnovers.
Hey, guys, listen up. We've got a good lead, but lots of basketball left to play. First of all, the work you've done getting to the free throw line has been top-notch. That's the way to attack. Don't back off. Keep going at it. Now I'll give credit where credit is due. We've taken very good care of the basketball. Turnovers were scarce, and we need to keep it that way. And in the third and fourth quarters, guys, don't let our commitment to rebounding slow down our...
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far. James Harden, he's checked in for Brewer. 90 seconds now into the second half. Monroe and Drummond there inside. Jennings out there with Jackson, and it's Prince in at the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Lets it go from 14, and it's Beverly missing.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
The Monsters checked in for Tayshaun Prince. So it's the Pistons now. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And it was the role players in that game, Kevin, that really led the charge. You know, the guys who normally don't score a lot, they came in and really contributed.
A total team performance, Steve, the kind you need if you're going to win on the opponent's home floor.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
So it's the Rockets now. 17-point game. It's Harden with the drive. Shot clock at 6.
He's not a guy they're going to be able to count on the way he's playing in this quarter.
And it's Beverly missing.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Well, if you're doing enough good things and you're maintaining at least a slight edge on the boards, you're usually going to be in pretty good shape.
Doubled by Snyder. Howard, the pass to Beverly. And some nice passing there by Houston. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Rockets have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
Well, the season numbers for this club really low. I mean, this is something that the team has been focusing on. They've got to improve.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
It's Harden with the drive. Ariza outside from downtown. Rebound by the Pistons.
Oh, boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Oh, and the dunk by Ariza.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
James Harden with those rush hour handles, whether it's breaking his man down in isolation or running the pick and roll, he keeps that thing on a string.
Ariza goes in. Rebound by Monroe.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
Outside Jennings. Floats one up. It's rebounded by Houston. Beverly's got his third rebound tonight. Inside. And it's Jones finishing it off.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
Well, a good one here for the Monster. He has 11 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
But he's done a better job than the numbers indicate, really. I think he's been really sound defensively, and he's helped his club.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Andre Drummond. Williams comes in for Monroe. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He's checked in for Brandon Jennings. And it's Jody Meeks in for Reggie Jackson. Caldwell-Pope kicks to Meeks. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the...
Put it behind you now. Get ready to go.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a...
A different look here for the Pistons. Andre Drummond's checked in for Tolliver. Monroe comes in for Williams. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Caldwell-Pope. And it's Jennings in for Reggie Jackson. Howard's checked in for Houston. Brewer comes in for Patrick Beverly. So on the floor for Houston. Monty Eunice out there with Smith. There's Brewer. Then it's Harden. And it's Howard in at the 5 down low. Harden kicks to Beverly. Ariza has the open look. The Rockets with another miss.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Here's Snyder. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Time to turn out the lights on this game.
I think they deserve a ton of credit for the way they played here today. Truly a professional display.
Here's Beverly. Passes to Harden to halt the run, and he gets it to go. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter.
And after that last game, Clark, I'm not surprised to see him so hot. He's got it rolling right now.
Here's the Monster. Ariza covering. Monroe. Good D by Howard.
I tell you, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
And so here we go, just rolling along to the finish line in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Pistons.
Clark, free throws were a big factor in this one.
Yeah, you know what? It's great to get to the line, Kevin, but the other half of that is you've got to convert, and they did that.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And I think this win builds confidence for this year in the matchup. They take the first win of the season series, and you know, that could play a factor the next time these two teams meet.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Jennings. He was extremely efficient offensively, getting looks, knocking down big shots all game long.
Harden missing again. Detroit's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Meeks dishes to Jennings. Jennings off a pick from Snyder. Down low, and he dumps it down.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
A very solid performance in a lot of areas for them.
Now Harden. Howard setting the pick for Harden. Jumper off the screen, and he knocks down the jumper.
Well, that shot was made possible by the work Dwight Howard did.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more